Morning. When I started making videos, I quickly understood that I became a target for some people. They wanted to change me, some of them. Some of them wanted to shut me up completely. They would intimidate. They would try to make me uncertain about my motives, about myself. Some were very, very rude, you see. Now, I never cared about this for some reason. If anything, it motivates me to keep talking and do more videos. So why? Why make videos? Well, the first thing I think is the situation. The criminals doing this to us. I don't want them to get away with it. And I understand my contribution is very, very, very small. But at least I'm doing something, right? And I feel good about this. And then I thought about my grandchildren. I met them yesterday. I meet them often. Great grandchildren, right? And I was thinking, what will they say about me when I'm gone? When they are older and they are asked about their grandfather, what will they say? No? Will they say anything? So you have grandchildren. What will they say about? Will they know anything about you? You know? They will say, "Oh, I don't know much about him or her. I don't know much. I think she died, stroke, I believe, after the COVID vaccine. But she was kind, I think. Oh, yeah, my grandfather, he was sort of nice. I believe so. I remember him sitting, watching the news a lot. Is that what they will say? I have great respect for my grandfather on my father's side. And I'll tell you about him. I talk about this guy a lot. See, I really respect him. He was an impressive guy. He was strong. He was a farmer. He had 12 children with his wife. And he had this big farm. And I was there often. And I was impressed by him, you see. And I'll tell you a story about him. Now, his wife and many of the children joined the Jehovah's Witnesses. And the Jehovah's Witnesses, they had meetings there in the house. There was this big house, right? And I was there a lot. And I was like 9, 10, 11 years old. And when they had their meetings, the Jehovah's Witnesses, I saw my grandfather sitting alone in the kitchen, by the kitchen table. And I didn't understand what was going on. But then later, of course, I did. I understand it better. And I started to understand what the Jehovah's Witnesses was all about. I thought, wow, this guy, he was not interested. And he wouldn't join them. So he was sitting there alone, reading a newspaper, having coffee, I'm even more impressed by him because of this. So what will they say about you if you have grandchildren? What will they say? If somebody asks them about you, your grandchildren will have this big smile on their faces. And they can tell stories about you. And they will. Happily, they will tell stories. No, I think my grandchildren will tell stories about me. I'm sure about it. They will maybe say something about my art, but I'm sure they will talk about my videos. I'm sure they will. Right. Be good.